是上一次的约翰福音的第9章。
Today we'll continue in the Gospel of John, chapter 9.
因为很长，所以我继续请专业人士来念给大家听。
Now we have people reading the scriptures to us.
我们先念中文的，然后再到英文。
约翰福音9章1至41节。耶稣过去的时候，看见一个人生来是瞎眼的。门徒问耶稣说：“拉比，这人生来是瞎眼的，是谁犯了罪？是这人呢？是他父母呢？”耶稣回答说：“也不是这人犯了罪，也不是他父母犯了罪，是要在他身上显出神的作为来。趁着白日，我们必须做那差我来者的工；黑夜将到，就没有人能做工了。我在世上的时候，是世上的光。”耶稣说了这话，就吐唾沫在地上，用唾沫和泥抹在瞎子的眼睛上，对他说：“你往西罗亚池子里去洗。”西罗亚翻出来就是奉差遣。他去一洗，回头就看见了。他的邻舍和那素常见他是讨饭的，就说：“这不是那从前坐着讨饭的人吗？”有人说是他，有人说不是，却是像他。他自己说是我。他们对他说：“你的眼睛是怎么开的呢？”他回答说：“有一个人名叫耶稣，他和泥抹我的眼睛，对我说：你往西罗亚池子去洗。我去一洗，就看见了。”他们说：“那人在哪里？”他说：“我不知道。”他们把从前瞎眼的人带到法利赛人那里。耶稣和泥开他眼睛的日子是安息日。法利赛人也问他是怎么能看见的。瞎子对他们说：“他把泥抹在我的眼睛上，我去一洗，就看见了。”法利赛中有的说：“这个人不是从神来的，因为他不守安息日。”又有人说：“一个罪人怎能行这样的神迹呢？”他们就起了纷争。他们又对瞎子说：“他既然开了你的眼睛，你说他是怎样的人呢？”他说：“是个先知。”犹太人不信他从前是瞎眼，后来能看见的。等到叫了他的父母来，问他们说：“这是你们的儿子吗？你们说他生来是瞎眼的，如今怎么能看见了呢？”他父母回答说：“他是我们的儿子，生来就瞎眼，这是我们知道的。至于他如今怎么能看见，我们却不知道。是谁开了他的眼睛，我们也不知道。他已经成了人，你们问他吧，他自己必能说。”他父母说这话是怕犹太人，因为犹太人已经商议定了，若有认耶稣是基督的，要把他赶出会堂。因此他父母说：“他已经成了人，你们问他吧。”所以法利赛人第二次叫了那从前瞎眼的人来，对他说：“你该将荣耀归给神，我们知道这人是个罪人。”他说：“他是个罪人不是，我不知道。有一件事我知道，从前我是眼瞎的，如今能看见了。”他们就问他说：“他向你做什么？是怎么开了你的眼睛呢？”他回答说：“我方才告诉你们，你们不听，为什么又要听呢？莫非你们也要做他的门徒吗？”他们就骂他说：“你是他的门徒，我们是摩西的门徒。神对摩西说话是我们知道的，只是这个人我们不知道他从哪里来。”那人回答说：“他开了我的眼睛，你们竟不知道他从哪里来，这真是奇怪。我们知道神不听罪人，唯有敬奉神、遵行他旨意的，神才听他。从创世以来，未曾听见有人把生来是瞎子的眼睛开了。这人若不是从神来的，什么也不能做。”他们回答说：“你全然生在罪孽中，还要教训我们吗？”于是把他赶出去了。耶稣听说他们把他赶出去，后来遇见他，就说：“你信神的儿子吗？”他回答说：“主啊，谁是神的儿子，叫我信他？”耶稣说：“你已经看见他，现在和你说话的就是他。”他说：“主啊，我信。”就拜耶稣。耶稣说：“我为审判到这世上来，叫不能看见的可以看见，能看见的反瞎了眼。” 同他在那里的法利赛人听见这话，就说：“难道我们也瞎了眼吗？”耶稣对他们说：“你们若瞎了眼，就没有罪了。但如今你们说我们能看见，所以你们的罪还在。”
John chapter 9. As he passed by, he saw a man blind from birth. And his disciples asked him, "Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" Jesus answered, "It was not this man that this man sinned, or his parents, but that the works of God might be displayed in him. We must work the works of him who sent me while it is day. Night is coming, when no one can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world." Having said these things, he spit on the ground and made mud with his saliva. Then he anointed the man's eyes with the mud and said to him, "Go, wash in the pool of Siloam," which means sent. So he went and washed and came back seeing. The neighbors and those who had seen him before as a beggar were saying, "Is this not the man who used to sit and beg?" Some said, "It is he." Others said, "No, but he is like him." He kept saying, "I am the man." So they said to him, "Then how were your eyes opened?" He answered, "The man called Jesus made mud and anointed my eyes and said to me, 'Go to Siloam and wash.' So I went and washed and received my sight." They said to him, "Where is he?" He said, "I do not know." They brought to the Pharisees the man who had formerly been blind. Now it was the Sabbath day when Jesus made the mud and opened his eyes. So the Pharisees again asked him how he had received his sight. And he said to them, "He put mud on my eyes, and I washed, and I see." Some of the Pharisees said, "This man is not from God, for he does not keep the Sabbath." But others said, "How can a man who is a sinner do such signs?" And there was a division among them. So they said again to the blind man, "What do you say about him, since he has opened your eyes?" He said, "He is a prophet." The Jews did not believe that he had been blind and received his sight, until they called the parents of the man who had received his sight and asked them, "Is this your son, who you say was born blind? How then does he now see?" His parents answered, "We know that this is our son and that he was born blind, but how he now sees we do not know, nor do we know who opened his eyes. Ask him. He is of age. He will speak for himself." His parents said these things because they feared the Jews, for the Jews had already agreed that if anyone should confess Jesus to be Christ, he was to be put out of the synagogue. Therefore his parents said, "He is of age, ask him." So for the second time they called the man who had been blind and said to him, "Give glory to God. We know that this man is a sinner." He answered, "Whether he is a sinner, I do not know. One thing I do know, that though I was blind, now I see." They said to him, "What did he do to you? How did he open your eyes?" He answered them, I told you already, and you would not listen. Why do you want to hear it again? Do you also want to become his disciples?" They reviled him, saying, "You are his disciple, but we are disciples of Moses. We know that God has spoken to Moses, but as for this man, we do not know where he comes from." The man answered, "Why, this is an amazing thing. You do not know where he comes from, and yet he opened my eyes. We know that God does not listen to sinners, but if anyone is a worshiper of God and does his will, God listens to him. Never since the world began has it been heard that anyone opened the eyes of a man born blind. If this man were not from God, he could do nothing." They answered him, "You were born under sin, and would you teach us?" And they cast him out. Jesus heard that they had cast him out, and having found him, he said, "Do you believe in the Son of Man?" He answered, "And who is he, sir, that I may believe in him?" Jesus said to him, "You have seen him, and it is he who is speaking to you." He said, "Lord, I believe." And he worshipped him. Jesus said, "For judgment I came into this world, that those who do not see may see, and those who may see may become blind." Some of the Pharisees near him heard these things and said to him, "Are we also blind?" Jesus said to them, "If you were blind, you would have no guilt. But now that you say, 'We see,' your guilt remains." This is the word of the Lord.
或者我们来到你面前，
Dear Heavenly Father, we come into your presence.
求你预备我们的心，
Please prepare our heart
领受你今天的信息，
to receive your message.
帮助我们
Help us.
借着你的信息，
Through your message,
我们能够生命得到改变。
our life can be changed.
奉耶稣基督宝贵圣名祈求。
We pray in the precious name of our Lord Jesus. Amen.
我知道大家本人不太习惯今天的环境，所以呢，我会把整个 sermon 砍半缩短 ，OK？
Because of the noise, I cut the sermon in half.
那我们的做法怎样？我只讲2个，我讲一个 SOP。OK， 对不起，不是情绪不是很好，今天 I'm so sorry， 不要再碰，谢谢 ，OK。我只讲2件事情，一个呢就是今天主要的教导，再来再给一个应用，这样就可以了 ，OK。
I'll preach about the main teaching of the sermon and the application.
OK， 我们看完整个的经文呢，
We have seen the whole passage.
上个礼拜呢，我们已经讲解了一些一部分。
Last time we explained certain parts of it.
那我们今天我们就主要直接讲这部分在讲什么。
Today we'll focus on this part.
整段经文最重要是你该将荣耀归给神。我们知道这人是个罪人。
The main focus of the passage is in this. Give glory to God. We know that this man is the sinner.
这个是法利赛人给的一个的评价。
This is the evaluation of the Pharisee to the man Jesus.
什么意思呢？
What does it mean?
他们承认这个的神迹奇事是神的作为，
They acknowledge that this miracle is a work of God.
可是他们否定行神迹奇事的这一位。
But they deny the Lord who performed this miracle.
我需要你现在你想象一个图画。
Put this picture in your mind.
这样子你就能够明白今天这一段话带来的冲击在哪里。
And this will help you to understand the impact of this message.
可能今天我们的人对于守安息日不当作是一回事，
Maybe nowadays people are not observing the Sabbath as they
甚
used
至我们迟到不当作是一回事。
Even though when we come in late, we don't take it seriously.
所以我换一个角度，让你去明白为什么法利赛觉得是这么大的一件事。
So I will help you to understand what the Pharisee made, how the Pharisee made this comment.
其实你现在该想象，
Try to imagine.
这一些的有一个有钱人的家，
There's a house of a rich man.
这个财主从来没有人见过。
This rich man no one had seen.
不过呢，却有很多人在他这个家工作。
But many people work for this man.
这些人我们称他为管家。
We call this the shakers,
housekeeper。
housekeepers.
OK，keeper 我会过。OK， 然后他们发现有一个人闯进来，
And they find an intruder,
抢了一些钱，
rob them of some money.
然后冲出去，
And as he rushed out,
给了在当时候的一些穷人，特别是某一个穷人。
and gave it to a poor man.
所以这一些的管家们就很有困难去接受这个事实。
And this housekeeper find it difficult to accept the fact.
现在也要问你这个问题：
So let me ask you this question now.
帮助穷人有没有错？
Is it wrong to help the poor?
帮助穷人有没有错？没有错。帮助穷人是一件好事。
Is it good to help poor people?
但是如果那笔钱是抢来的，可不可以？
But if you help this poor man with people that you rob of somebody else, is this correct?
你觉得可不可以？不可以。
No.
你会不会跟那个人讲，你做的很棒，你很有爱心？
Would you say to this man, you are so good that you rob rich man money and give it to the poor?
你会不会？
Would you
不会
say?。
为什么？
And the reason is,
你发现在这个方程式的当中，虽然它的结果是好的，可是一开始的过程有瑕疵，里面有罪。
Because the outcome, although is good, but the beginning of the story isn't good.
对这些法利赛人来说，守安息日就像抢钱一样的重要。
To the Pharisee, observing the Sabbath is like robbing God.
因为在十诫当中，守安息日，接下来是不可偷窃。
Because in the Ten Commandments, after observe the Sabbath, is do not steal.
每一条都那么的重要。
Every one of them is just as important.
所以，当我们从这个角度去看整件事情的时候，我现在请问你，
So if you look at this story from this perspective, let me ask you this question.
你能不能有不一样的看法，以至于你能够说做得很好？
Will you have a different understanding of the story so that you will say what Jesus did was actually good?
有没有答案？
Give you a moment to think about this.
有没有答案？
Do you have an answer?
闯进去财主的家抢钱出来给这个穷人，请问在什么情况底下，这个是可以被接受的？
Under what circumstances is it right for you to rob a rich man and give to the poor?
来，请讲。故意的财主，还有呢？接近。耶稣宣告自己是什么？
What did Jesus proclaim?
在这一段经文的结尾，
In the end,
他说：“我是神的儿子。”
Jesus said, "I am the Son of God."
什么意思？
What does it mean?
我是这个家的财主的大儿子。
I am the inheritor of this rich man.
我拿我家的钱，关你什么事？
I take the money from my father. What has it to do with you?
你是管家，凭什么轮到我来管你？
You are just a housekeeper.
你要明白，耶稣不是一个小朋友的年龄。
Jesus is not a little child.
在这一段里，耶稣是以一个承接整个财产的一个的继承人的身份在。
Jesus is the inheritor of the rich man.
这家是我，
So this household belongs to me.
是我的父亲给我，
It's my father who gave me.
我要怎么用？
I can spend it the way that I want.
凭什么？
You have no right in judging me.
这件事情当中发生问题，就是说耶稣不守安息日，对不对？
The only problem seems to be that Jesus did not observe the Sabbath.
不单单在这一边，
Not only here.
整个福音书你都可以看见这样子的指控，说耶稣在安息日做了很多事情是不能做的。
Many times in the gospel, he was being accused of not observing the Sabbath.
可是耶稣说什么？
What did Jesus say?
我是安息日的什么主？
I am the Lord of the Sabbath.
谁拥有安息日？
Who owns Sabbath?
你吗？
Is it you?
法利赛人吗？
Is it Pharisee?
你了不起只是管理者，
To the most, you are just a housekeeper.
你了不起有使用权，
Or you have the right to use it.
拥有权的是我。
But I own the Sabbath.
所以你看见耶稣跟这个法利赛人的交锋当中，为什么产生这么张力？用刚刚给你那个小小的比喻，你就会明白。
So through the illustration that I just showed you, you can see the tension between the Pharisee and Jesus.
这些管家们，也就是法利赛人，有没有资格反对说你不是继承人？
The housekeeper or the Pharisee, do they have the right to tell Jesus that you are not the inheritor?
如果你从他的角度，你觉得他很有理。
If you are standing in the shoes of the Pharisee, you will think that they have the reasons.
如果你是这个财主的儿子，你最少应该生在这个家里。
If you are the inheritor or the son of this rich man, then you belong to this
怎
household.
么你会在那个贫民区里面出生？
Why were you born not out of this house?
有一对所谓 贫穷人的父母亲？
Why were you born out of poor parents?
法利赛人有没有资格去怀疑？
Do the Pharisees have the right to doubt?
我跟你说，很有资格。
Let me tell you, they do.
因为我在家的思考的时候，我也会怀疑。
Because even if I am the housekeeper in this house, I will have the same doubt.
在逻辑上推到这一边，
If you push the logic to this point,
我们发现耶稣好像在一个奴隶的位置。
we see that Jesus seems to be in the position of a slave.
这些的管家跟反长很有理由去拒绝他的宣告。
The housekeeper seems to have the right to dispute this claim.
所以是讲什么？
What did Jesus say?
这一个瞎子讲，
What did the blind man say?
耶稣说：“我是凭那一位给我的能力的那一位。”
I'm doing this through the one who gave me the power.
然后那个瞎子讲什么？
And the blind man said,
那个瞎子说：“我从来没有看过，也没有听说过一个得罪神的人能够做这样的事，甚至坦白讲，从创世以来从来没发生过这样的事。”
I never hear or see a sinner who can perform this kind of miracle, not even from the time of creation.
代表什么意思？
And what did he mean?
你说你能够治疗主人，
When you say you can heal, can you really heal?
你可以吗？
Can you heal someone
你可以吗？
just by saying it?
你现在看到有瞎子，你可以说你不瞎了，我医治你，你可以吗？
Can you tell a blind man that now you are not blind and heal him?
为什么不可以？
Why can you not do it?
你以为进去财主的家要拿他的钱那么容易吗？
You think it's easy to take the money from a rich man's house?
如果这个财主的家，
If you are in the rich man's
你
house,
觉得他的钱放在哪里？
where will he put his money?
最贵重的东西要放在哪里？
The most precious thing, where will he store it?
放在哪里？保险箱啊，
In safe
然后呢？
or
然后怎样子可以打开这个保险箱？
and how can you open the safe?
用什么？密码或者什么？钥匙啊？
You need a key or a code.
耶稣就是这样说的。
And that's what Jesus proclaimed.
我所以是神的儿子，
The reason why I'm the son of God.
你不需要看我的出身，
You don't have to look at my where I came from.
看我手上的钥匙。
Look at my key.
我这把钥匙就已经足够证明我的继承人的身份。
My key tells you that I'm the inheritor.
因为这个的金库只有一把钥匙，
Because this safe has only one key.
没有人有办法。
No one else can open it.
也因为这样，所以从来没有人能够医治瞎子，
And by the same reason, no one has ever healed a blind man.
因为从来没有人打开。
Because no one has this key.
但今天我打开，
But today I open it.
我在你面前打开。
I open it in front of your eyes.
那个钥匙是什么？
What is this key?
那个钥匙是什么？
What is this key?
神给予的能力，
The power of God.
你有没有？
Do you have it?
你没有，你没钥匙。
You don't have the power of God because you don't have the key.
今天法利赛人看见这只钥匙，
When the Pharisees saw the key,
你要明白一件事，
you need to understand one thing.
那个基本上是你不能够否定的事实。
That is an undeniable fact.
你必须要承认，
You have to acknowledge
拥有这只钥匙的人，
the owner of the key
他必定就是那一位合法的。
is the legal inheritor of the riches.
有没有其他的可能性？
Are there other possibilities?
可以。
Maybe.
你说他是偷了这把钥匙，
Maybe he steal this key from
所以你有没有看见福音书又有其他经文在讲他们说什么？
Therefore, other parts of the gospel saying this.
你不是借着神的能力做的，你是借着鬼魔的能力做的。
You are able to do this not because the power from God, but it's because of the power from Satan.
什么意思？
And what do they mean?
你这把钥匙来路
You have a different key.
不是原版的那一只钥匙，
It's not the original copy.
不知道从哪里找到人帮你做了一只所谓，我不知道你们有没有看过，有一些的钥匙一把在开很多很多的锁。
Maybe you have seen a key that can open many doors.
那我想问的是，
Let me answer this question.
如果这个金库
If this save
是上帝做的，
is made by God,
你说你能够做出一把你想要开就可以开的钥匙？
do you think you can find a master key that can open up more safes?
你说魔鬼有可能有这个能力搞一把可以打开上帝金库的钥匙？
Satan has the power to duplicate the key that God made.
这个答案明显不可能。
The answer is no.
我们的上帝没这么差。
Our God is bigger than this.
所以现在就来到最后总结这一边了。
And so if we jump to the conclusion,
为什么已经给了那么多的资料，讲的那么的有说服力，他们还是拒绝？
why after so many evidence and persuasion the Pharisees still do not believe?
就在这里。
Answer here.
因为我是为审判到这世上来，
Jesus said, I come to this world to judge.
这句话很有矛盾的基础。
Actually, it's full of conflict.
因为在其他的福音书，耶稣说我不是为了要来审判世界，
Because in other parts of the gospel, Jesus said, do not come to judge.
所以你要小心这个所谓的审判。
So we need to see what this judgment really means.
是耶稣来审判吗？
Judgment.
不是，有些东西因着耶稣的来临，开始在做审判。
Something start judging as Jesus approaches.
耶稣只是那个的 check， 那个的引爆点，但是真正在做审判的，就是耶稣。
Jesus is the cause of judgment.
后面看这一段，
And if you look at the later parts,
叫不能看见的可以看见的，
so that those who do not see may see,
能看见的仿瞎了眼。
and those who see may become blind.
在原文，
And in the original text,
基本上这一个的 see may see 这个字， 可以看见，
the term may see
是一个subjunctive，我们叫subjunctive，就是一种的可能性。
is a word with possibility.
但你要注意一件事情，
But pay attention to this.
后面这边又有一个可能性
There's another possibility in the end.
，may become，
May become blind.
可以看见。这边如果你要照翻的话是可以瞎了眼，
You may become blind.
可以吗？看到那个对比了哈。
Yeah, that's
来，我
the
要跟你指出一个东西啊。这个的 subjunctive，
this possibility
它是连着前面的一个的 grammar， 我们叫做是 purpose clause， 就是有目的性的一种的怀疑。
The first possibility is associated with the personal cause.
OK，a purpose clause，right？ 所以意思就是某些事情发生，以至于这件事情发生。
It means something happened, therefore this possibility exists.
耶稣来，某些原来不能看见的，看见。
When Jesus came, someone who do not see now they may see.
奇怪了，如果接下来那一段话应该是怎样子写的？
The following should be like this.
应该是那能看见的，有那能看见的
Those who see
，may not see， 不是 become 哦，应该是 may
when we make a perfect comparison, we may not see each other, may become blind.
就会变成是可以看见跟可以看不见。
So it becomes you may see and you may not see.
可是为什么不是这样子写？
But so what brings the difference?
那个 subjunctive 放在 become 之上，
Because the subjunctive now becomes the word
这个
on
是
the
最重要
become.
的。
And this is the important point.
不是耶稣来让他们变瞎了看不见，
It's not that Jesus come to turn a seeing man into a blindness.
become 这个字在原文还有另外一个意思。
And the word become has another meaning.
It happened to be，
It happened to.
原来是这样子的，
Originally it was like this.
有那个意思。
That's what they mean.
所以那些说可以看见的，
For those who said they can see,
原来
originally they cannot see.
所以这一个字很重要，
So the word become is very important in this sentence.
不是耶稣来让这些人看不见，
Not that Jesus come to turn this man
是
into
耶
blind.
稣来，这个审判、这个检定的东西出来了，以至于这些人被发现原来是看不见。
Is when Jesus come, the criteria, the judgment points to the fact that they were originally blind.
请问这审判是谁在做审判？
And who is making this judgment?
But now that you say, we see your guilt remain. 你们说我们看见，所以你们的罪还在。Who's judge? Who's judge? 谁的审判？谁在做审判？
Who is making the judgment here?
这一些人自己要顽梗审判。
It's the stubbornness of the man that keep them in this sin.
审判。
Judgment.
耶稣来审判不是一个外在，我指着你说你错，你有罪，你要悔改的那种审判。
When Jesus judges, it's just not saying you have sinned and therefore you should die.
这里讲的是
Here,
耶稣来，
when Jesus come,
你自己会检验出你是不是。
you will tell from your own examination that whether you are blind or not.
你自己会审判。
You will judge yourself.
这些审判这里是什么？没有瞎。
What is this judgment? No blind man.
问题就出在主权。
It's the sovereignty.
我们刚才已经讲，这个有钱人的家谁在管？
We were saying who rule, manage the household of this rich man.
这些管家，
The housekeeper,
就是这些法利赛人。
the Pharisees.
他们拿着那个管家手册，什么管家手册啊？圣经啊，旧约圣经啊，摩西律法，他们自己讲的。
And they read the Bible as the manual.
你看今天就回家自己看，他自己讲的。
That's what they said.
他们证明我自己是管家，我是照着这个管家手册来的。
It's like we were the housekeeper, we followed the law of Moses.
所以今天讲什么？
And what do they say?
你有管理权，但是你没有最终的拥有。
They have the right to manage, but they don't have the right of ownership.
什么意思？
And what does that mean?
当拥有者来的时候，
When the owner comes,
他可以挪去你的管理，
he can take away the house of management, the rights of management,
因为他最大。
because he is the owner.
当我们从他们角度去看的时候，我们会学习到一个很惊人的功课。
If we look at this from the perspective of the Pharisee, we learn an astonishing.
我们对很多事情的判断，
Many times when we judge,
我们对我们自己一套的方法，一套的所谓义的准则，
we have our own standard of righteousness.
任何不能够符合我这个义的准则，都是有问题。
Anything that does not fall into this criteria is being judged.
法利赛人的想法一模一样。
It's the same way as the Pharisee.
所以法利赛人会掉进去的陷阱，我们也会同样掉。
So the same trap that the Pharisees will fall into, we can do the same.
任何一个觉得自己很了不起、很懂的人，都是最危险的。
The one who thinks they know the best is the most dangerous man.
怎么知道？
How do you know?
给你一个实际例子，
Tell you an actual
你自己
example.
可以马上测试。
And you can examine yourself.
你最能够给人家看的、最能够吹嘘的部分，OK， 夸耀的部分，
What is it that you boast the most?
可能是你的专业，
Maybe it's your profession.
可能是你的小孩，
Maybe it's your child.
甚至可能是我女朋友很漂亮。
Or my girlfriend.
那些你觉得你最能够夸耀的部分，
Whatever you can boast the most.
请问你有没有在你很值得夸耀的部分称赞？先讲称赞过别人。
Have you praised someone because of what you can boast?
像我煮饭不怎么样，
I'm a mediocre cook.
要我去称赞那些煮饭很不错的人，或是一般的人，我很容易的。
It's very easy for me to praise someone who cooks
为什
well.
么？
Why?
因为在煮饭这件事情，我的义的准则还蛮松的。
Because in my menu or judgment of cooking is very low.
但是你跟我谈神学，
But if we talk about theology
你跟我谈圣经，
or Bible,
你完了，
you may find it's difficult.
你会很不想要跟我谈。
Maybe you don't want to talk to me.
为什么？
Why?
因为我很针对性，
Because I have my own
很
standpoint.
批判性的。
I'll be very critical.
为什么？
Why?
因为我的框架很强很硬，
Because I have a frame which is very strong. and firm.
任何不比我硬的我看不起。
Anything that falls out of this framework, I look down upon them.
所以如果牧师今天跟你讲，
So if the pastor tells you
你圣经解得不错哦，
your Bible interpretation is pretty good,
那可能真的很不错。
then probably you're pretty good.
那如果今天牧师没有跟你说，哎，你这一次带查经还带得不错，我没有讲，
If the pastor didn't say you did this Bible study well,
可能你真的还蛮不错。
and maybe you're still pretty good.
不过我不懂得欣赏你，
But I don't know how to praise you.
为什么我不懂得欣赏你？
Why?
因为我对于义，我对于我自己的那个专业领域，我觉得很有把握。
Because I feel confidence in my own frame of confidence.
所以在我能够接纳框框以外的东西，我都觉得哎呀还好啦。
So things that I can accept very easily is very easy for me to say to praise.
我看英文圣经有什么了不起的？
If you know how to read English Bible, it's pretty
牧
good.
师看的是原文圣经，
I read the original text.
是不是？看原文圣经有什么了不起的？
What is it to boast about reading the original
牧
text?
师是一流名校出来的，I come to the well-known school。名校出来有什么了不起的？名校出来有什么了不起？
How can you boast if you come from a good school?
我是牧师，你是传道人。
I'm a pastor, you are an evangelist.
看到没有？你看到没有？你看到多可怕！
Do you see the terror of this?
当我们对自己的那个专业领域越来越强的时候，我们成为最危险的。
When we become a professional,
我们也是会最不愿意改变的人。
we are difficult to change, and we're very difficult.
然后你就死，
And that's the end.
你就死了。
And that's how you die.
因为耶稣来告诉我们，这个审判不单单只是讲信仰这么简单。
Because when Jesus comes, the judgment he talks about is not just in religion.
因为耶稣所谈的这些事情，告诉我们，只要你信仰的部分没处理好，
Jesus is saying if you do not set the religious right,
你在生活的每一个层面，总有一个地方会倒下来。
some aspects of your life will fall down.
所以，当我们很坚持我们的专业领域，我们不懂得称赞的时候，代表什么？
So when you're holding very firm to your
它
professional
不
opinion,
是单单只是说我们对我们所做的很有自信这么简单，
and not only you are confident with what you are doing,
它指向信仰的核心是什么？
it also points to the belief.
你所有的能力，你只有管理跟使用权，你没有拥有。
You have the rights to use, but you don't own what you're using.
听懂吗？
Do you understand?
你的所有的能力，就算是最强的能力，就算是你最有自信的能力，你都只有管理跟使用权。
The power that you possess, even those that you boast most of it, you have the right to use it, but you don't own it.
两者可以证明出来，
How
你
can
真
I,
的清楚你没有拥有权。
how can I prove to you that you don't own this ability?
一个真知道自己没有拥有权的人，
Someone who knows that he doesn't own anything.
会很清楚的知道一件事情，
One thing is very clear to him.
在这件事情上面，我没有最后的决定权。I did not have the final say。你明白？
You understand?
一个真知道自己没有拥有权的人，
Someone who knows he does not own something
是绝对不肯在任何人面前斩钉，那个叫斩钉截铁的那种的语气说，就是这样子吧。
he cannot have the final say in what he is making a claim about.
不会做的。
He won't do that.
反而当他看见跟自己不一样的东西的时候，
And when he sees something that is different from what he knows,
他会怀疑自己的观念是不是有错。
he will suspect and examine what he knows.
就像这一个瞎子一样，
Like this blind man,
我经历了，
he experienced
然后怀疑这个，
when he felt.
到底守安息日真的就是这样子守？
Is this how we observe the Sabbath?
你不要以为他对于守安息日不看重，他是一个犹太人，
The blind man was a Jew.
他对于安息日的守的观念不会输给这一些法利赛。
He also has a deep root in observing the Sabbath, not less than the Pharisees.
就像你今天对于一个那个时代犹太人说，来，请你吃猪肉，叉烧很好吃，他绝对不会跟你说我吃下去。
And like if you offer the barbecue pork to the Jews today, probably he won't accept it.
但是作为一个犹太人的骄傲，他怀疑，
But the pride of being a Jew will allow them to doubt
他怀疑他自己的观念是不是。
whether their understanding of the Bible is correct or not.
给你最后的一个小小的注意，
And the last
是有关于我在做康复的时候碰到的。
while I was counseling, these are problems that I face.
在做康水的时候碰到一个 case，它的核心问题是一样，不过呈现出来的反而是有两个极端。
This is one case that I would like to share with you.
The word of the promise is the same, but the outward appearance, how they manifest is very different. The behavioral part is very different, but they all come from the same root. 当我们说你错
When we say you're wrong,
，as a counselor，当我说你错，
as a counselor, when I say you're wrong,
我没有错，怎么可能错？
no, I'm not wrong.
这是什么？我说你太相信你自己，
You believe in yourself too much.
你不愿意接受人家的意见。
You're not willing to listen to others.
啊，一直我没有错。
And after a lot of sayings, he said, I'm not wrong.
另外一种极端，
The other extreme,
你犯错，
you're wrong.
真的我好错。
Yeah, really, so terrible.
耶稣圣灵，
Jesus, forgive me.
不可能的啦，
No, it's not possible.
我很错。
I'm really wrong.
我这种罪不用犯，没有人会这样。
This sin is unpardonable.
耶稣说他赦免你，
Jesus said he forgives you.
不可能的啊！我就是罪人的，耶稣不肯赦免。
Now I'm a sinner. This sin is not pardonable.
耶稣说他愿意赦免罪人，
Jesus said he's willing to forgive sinners.
只要是罪人，他都愿意赦免。
If you are a sinner, he can forgive you.
没有可能的，我这种类型罪人他不肯赦免。
Not my particular kind of sin.
那个叫做什么？
What do you call this?
耶稣他赦免所有的罪人。
Jesus forgives sinners.
那你说我是那种他不能够赦免的罪人？
I'm the type of sinner that Jesus cannot forgive.
请问那是什么人？
What kind of people is this?
自我唯一的人，
It's self-righteous.
要跟之前第一个版本是差别。
So the same as the word before.
所以我今天要给你的一个观察，教你做一个观察，
So try to observe this.
不单观察别人。
Not only others.
啊，这个人很骄傲。
This is a very proud person.
啊，这个不懂得赞美。
This person doesn't know how to praise.
下课，爸爸一堆人煮饭，然后他请人晒，然后就等到什么？赞美我，赞美我。要不然就是我女儿自己拔，然后晒，她就我把它拿一个。
Good.
不要做这个事，对不对？但是我要教你的是，你自己去审核你自己的心。
Examine your heart.
怎么审呢？我能不能够欣赏跟我一样很棒？
Can I appreciate someone who has the same ability as I am?
而且我甚至愿意让他来带领。
Or even follow his lead?
婚姻很多问题就是这样子。
Many times marriage problem arises because
你
of
娶她，你嫁给他，因为觉得我们两个差不多 same level。
you marry someone because you think he's compatible.
完了。
That's a wrong concept.
Same level 的人是最难再去顺服的。
It's very hard for you to submit to someone if you consider the other one is the same as you.
你跟我差不多，我干嘛要听你的？
If you are the same as me, why do I have to listen to you?
这个是你第一个可以去审核自己。
This is the first thing you can examine yourself.
第二个
Number two,
也是最重要的，
it's more important.
你有没有用圣经来去观察有哪些是吞不下去的话？
Do you examine the value system of the world through the Bible and determine that this is not acceptable to you?
如果你今天跟我说，我看圣经从头看到底，我都没有什么问题，我都可以接受，我跟你说你骗人，你根本不看。
If you tell me you read the Bible from the Old Testament to the New Testament and everything seems fine to me, then you are lying.
在那种的矛盾，在那种不明白当中，他在挑战一件事情。
If you read it and you have conflicts and points that you don't understand, it's trying to give
你
you a chance.
愿不愿意承认你并没有拥有？对真理，你没有拥有。
You need to acknowledge that you do not own the truth.
你必须要让那位对真理有拥有权的人来修正你。
You allow the owner of the truth to correct your misunderstanding.
你说可以呀、上帝嘛，上帝比我大，当然可以呀、
You say, oh, of course, God is bigger than I am. I
没
can
搞
do
错
it. And you are wrong.
上帝是在哪里审判，在哪里矫正我们的？
Where does God judge us?
不是在天堂。
It's not in the heaven.
上帝是让耶稣在十字架上面来挑战我们。
God allows Jesus to be on the cross to
为
judge
什
us.
么？
Why?
因为那个是我们最看不起的一个状况。
Because this is the most despicable situation that we want to see.
你愿意聆听身周围的人，哪怕他比你更差、更软弱的境遇，
Are you willing to accept someone to lead you, even though they are in a worse situation than you are?
还是你很快就说你是错的，来，我这套给你。
Or you jump into a situation and tell you are wrong, let me help you. Let me show you how to do this right.
小心，
Be careful.
你要非常
be very careful.
神来的这个的警醒的作用，都不是看到高高在上的位置所产生出来，
God will allow us, not bringing us into a very high position.
他都是把一个低微的事情、低微的人走到我面前来警醒我。
But through humble situations,
不过你眼睛长到这里，就说上帝没提醒，
when you say our eyes up above here, God doesn't remind me of this.
这里不得罪是你的错，你不是提醒我。
So if I offended you, it's not my fault it's because you do not remind me.
然后我只能跟你说一句话，也是今天的总结。
And then the only thing that I can tell you, and that becomes the conclusion of today,
请你学会弯腰。
uh,
Learn how to bend your 弯腰怎么讲 ？Bend your bow. Yeah, you use bow down step.
learn how to bow.
所以讲话的时候可以这样跟小朋友讲话吗？你在下面，我在上面。
So is this how you talk to a child when you are up here and they are down here?
我有人教过，
Someone taught me
跟小孩子讲话是不一样。
you should squat down so that you be at the same level as they are.
所以像怎样？比较教训他吗？
So that what can you tell them?
聆听他的话，里面可能有神要给你的启示。
And listen to what they have to say. Maybe God's message is in it.
我们一起立个祷告。
Let's pray.
父神，我们把今天的信息放在你手里。
God, we lift up our message into your hand.
求你帮助我们能够明白，能够经历。
Help us to experience.
每一次我们要充满自信批判别人的时候，
Every time when we criticize other people with our righteousness,
让我们都能够想起刚刚所讲那个财主的比喻。
we can remember the rich man's parable.
你的真理高过我们的真理，
Your truth is higher than our truth.
你的道路高过我们的道路。
Your way is higher than our ways.
我们只有管理使用权，我们却没有用权。
We have the rights to use, but we don't have the rights to own.
让我们弯下，
Help us to bow down,
那个才叫做敬拜。
to worship you.
We pray in Jesus'